she hit on me from the get-go. She used to be a guy. I never, ever, 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 ever said that I will get in bed with anybody who used to be a guy. Even though she's had the surgery, oh yeah, she's full woman. She's a full woman. But she was my first. And she was the one who got me into this second surgery, the outer labia. Because when I looked at her, she looked pretty damn good. That's why we went over to Europe, Belgium. Anyway.
That's when I met you, right the day before you were gone.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
You're going to have to turn your phone off when we shoot.
Oh, yeah.
I
Hello?
mean, you know what's wonderful about you, Gloria? Is you just look natural. There's nothing over the top, or
That's
you know,
what's wrong.
you're not. A lot of transsexuals
No, I'm not, but I'm
or
on myself.
cross-dressers are very
At
kind
times
of
rough.
over the top.
Yeah, or they're either over the, way
Or
over the
caricatures.
top. Right, right, right.
And you were.
How this was taken, I don't know. I think Diane did that when we were at Southern Current. But anyway.
So I want to know. Well, I want to ask more of these questions when we
Yeah.
shoot, because that's the kind of stuff.
See,
Is
there
that a
I
real
am.
person?
Yes.
Okay, it almost looked like a mannequin.
You're right. You're right. This one here. Oh God.
Poor thing.
She is she's 7 feet even. She's into what I do very much. Look how big she is.
I think.
I made a bet with her. I said, once I get somebody over my knee, I don't care how big they are, they'll never get away from me. And she
Yeah.
made a bet with me. And she lost the
Okay.
bet. As big as she is. I pounded on her one night in front of a bunch of people.
Right, and Milton Manors is predominantly gay.
But there I am, I'm doing my thing, doing my thing. Oh, when it comes to white cake with white icing,
Never.
don't get
Is it
between
functional?
me and white
Okay.
cake. I'll kill you, I'll kill you.
I will never have it here when you come over.
Look at
I'm a
this.
chocolate girl.
Look at this, is this a tall person or is this a tall person? I think she's either 7 or 7'1".
I have a friend who's 7 foot. He was standing here, and I was about to say, "Who's standing on the couch?" I thought it was my son or something. I was like, "What is this?"
This was also at a party.
Look at attitude, attitude,
Go ahead.
attitude.
Ben doesn't have a,
Okay, so Stephen, Susan,
Stephen.
Dan.
No, this is the woman that's writing the book.
Oh, okay.
This is
Okay.
Suze.
what's his name? What's his name?
Very cute.
Yeah, she's in
Mitch?
the But she cut her hair a little bit, and balled her out.
What? That? Now that's a gorgeous dress.
Oh,
And you
that's
look
one of my
fabulous.
favorite dresses. Look how thin I was then.
It's black though.
Oh, look at this, oh my God.
Do you exercise?
I have to get back into it. I haven't
Me
done
too,
it
I
since
haven't.
I'm in the house. I use a torso track. It's one of these things where you get down on your knees and you push out and you bring it back, and it really works.
See, I don't have
What do
that.
you need to work on the ass
Just
for?
here. I just need to work on this. Because my family has a tradition of
Of expanding.
expanding down here.
Well,
So-
let yourself expand a little bit.
What's his
No,
last name?
I'm actually, well,
I
I'm
wish
actually
I-
fine.
I
I just
wish-
want to keep in shape.
I wish I could expand
Teacher
a little
accountant.
bit. Look, there's nothing here. Well, men don't have topless.
I know, and a lot of women don't too,
I
so
know.
that's why you look great. I mean, I have that, and since, you know, the minute I met you, don't worry about this.
Tell him that I'll be calling him.
The minute I met you, I thought, you know, here is just an outrageous
Thank
story,
you.
inspirational,
Yeah.
you know, amazing, totally different. And I just, you know, and I liked it too. I thought, what a great woman.
Well, thank you, thank you. I don't know, well, you and I have really never spoken. A lot of people do not believe that I just decided to do this because they've never heard of it before. But I swear to you, on my mother and father's grave, I never thought that for 1 second that I was born in the wrong body. I never had a problem being a guy. Steve, how did Marilyn Volker explain?
She explained it real simple. To capsulize the whole thing. She says there are certain human beings in life that are different personalities. They're exceptional people. And some people in life They see something, they like it, they buy it. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no explanation. And she used Elizabeth Taylor as an example. Elizabeth Taylor kept getting divorced because she kept trying to find the perfect man for her sex partner, and she kept getting divorced because she kept trying to find better and better. And she used a couple others. She says, Gloria is an example of someone who just decided one day, she woke up and it seemed like the right thing to do and went about and doing it. There's no reason, there's no logic. They're personalities that are different from normal rhyme and reason. And there's nothing odd about them other than they're just different, and there's no explanation for it. It's like, why would Michael Jackson continue to, work on his face, looking what he looks like? He looks like a mask.
Well, it's like anorexics who think that they're fat. It's like there's something about yourself that you being a perfectionist, you decide, the fact that you decided to do it, then you had to do it completely.
If I was going to do it, I was going to do it to the best of my ability. Whereas Michael Jackson, I think
that's just an example I thought of off the top of my head.
I think that's total insecurity.
Could
I've
be.
seen so many people do things out of insecurity. I was never insecure in my life, to my knowledge. But yet, on the other hand, I would love to be hypnotized. I would love to.
Well,
know
that was
exactly why. But
We were
everybody
told
said
that
leave
was
it
not.
alone.
She said, "Leave it
There
alone."
may be something that
Right, you don't want to.
I don't want to remember. But hey,
And again, that-
Andrea, I spent so many hours. Why? And I don't know. I really don't know. This is why I said to you, and I say it to other people, I like women so much, why not become one? Well, I like 41 Cadillac convertibles too, why didn't I become one?
See what some
that was a little harder to do.
Well, it's like, there are these people who become animals and they can plant things in their heads and they fork their tongue. Yeah.
But
What is it?
I don't know.
It is, to be honest, it's a little hard to comprehend.
It's a little hard for me to comprehend. But I'll tell you one thing, I love it.
Well,
God,
that's what you
I
can
love
see.
being Gloria. I love being Gloria. And I'm not acting Gloria either. I am Gloria.
You are.
I
I
will-
agree with you.
I will never forget, Yvette and I were on our way back from Canada when I went up to see Menard once. And because my first date for surgery was back in '99. But I figured, well, I can't keep it because this divorce is going to be over, anyway. I couldn't sleep one night in the motel, and I didn't want to put a light on because I know she would wake up. But anyway, I went into the bathroom with some paper and pencil, and I started putting my thoughts down. And I wrote my ideas down, my thoughts, and I read it back to me, and I'll never forget when I said, that was the first time she's scratching on me. And I'll never forget when I blurted this out. Oh, I'll be goddamn, I am Gloria. I'll never forget that. Right, baby? Yes, oh yes, oh
You're
yes.
so precious. You give me so
Oh,
much
yeah.
attention.
Oh, she's so soft.
She's a sweetie.
Oh, yes.
I got her when I got divorced. My son and I went and got her.
Yeah. How long were you married?
This first time 7 years, the second time 13 years, and this time 2 years. Serial.
I hope this one lasts.
Me too.
I hope this one
Me
lasts.
too.
Now, where is the deposit room? Now, this is something, one thing I miss about being a guy.
Standing up.
No, not standing up. I'll tell you what I miss. When I was before surgery and I had to go to the bathroom, all I did was sit, pull it apart, and let it hang down. That was so convenient. But can't do that anymore.
Can't do it.
And I'll never forget when they told me, a lot of people told me, once you have surgery, you're going to find out that you can't hold it like you used to. Well, what are you talking about? I learned real fast. When you have to go now. Right, baby?
Go for it.
Oh, Lord. Look at that. Wasn't that ridiculous? Wasn't that ridiculous?
sort of eliminates a lot of possibilities
Oh,
of doing
yeah.
things.
Oh, yeah.
Like housework or
Now-
typing.
She's full-time.
Mhm.
Husband, wife. She is so happy when he dresses because he's a pain in the ass and he is more relaxed. And she loves when he gets dressed. Because then, now here's one who's a transgender.
Mhm.
She's been that way, oh God, she doesn't want surgery, she doesn't need surgery, she still has a little dink hanging down there. And this is the way she's happy. She's been that way for 30 years.
This is actually a cute picture besides the nails.
Well, and the hairdo.
The hairdo's not so bad. It's not as bad as the other one.
This is up in Canada and it's ex-place, the one I'm sharing a house with.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why I kept wearing that same stupid ass wig.
How many wigs do you have?
Right now I have about 8, and I only wear 1, 2, or 3, and they're all basically the same. Yeah.
That's even beyond.
I know, that's even beyond ridiculous. Did I ever tell you the story about my cousin in England who almost dropped dead?
Oh, who's gay?
Yeah. Yeah. And I called him in England one day because he used to cross-dress as a kid. You know, every story has another story and another story. So anyway, he came over with his boyfriend to visit his brother in Tampa and to meet me.
And his brother in Tampa's straight.
Yes.
And
yes.
how does he relate to you?
He's a tough guy Marine, a real tough guy Marine. Mark.
But does he accept his brother?
He accepts me more than he accepts his brother. And then
Did you watch, do you have HBO?
Mhm.
Did you watch Angels in America last night?
No.
I couldn't figure out what that was about.
Oh, it's about
No.
AIDS.
Well, that I knew, but
This guy was my general manager for 16 years.
At the auto.
And a real man's man, but Steve Henry is one, when you take a beer can out of his hand, the hand is still frozen like this, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know exactly.
And he would have been the last one to accept me. But he fell in love with me. So go figure. And this man really fell in love with me, this old sea captain. I mean, he wanted to date me and take me with him and everything else, and I lie a lot. That's a statue
I'm
down
just
in
going to
Key
say,
West.
wait a second.
I got along very well with the ducks.
Good.
Okay.
You said you like animals
Oh,
more
I
than
love
people.
animals.
Look at you in your little denim skirt.
Yeah. Oh, wait till I show you the pictures of surgery. Oh my God, what I look like. A great big gorilla grabbed me. Because I was red, yellow, blue down here. The only thing I can think of is that that gorilla really had hold of me.
I think a stand-up comedian act would be a good one for you, I do. Your timing is great.
Well, wait a minute, I'm also a carpenter, an electrician, a plumber. Even though the house doesn't need anything, but it needs cosmetics and it needs shelving and things like that. Like I said, that drawer under the micro, I'm gonna put a drawer assembly under the microwave when I raise it. Anyway, that's why the nails are all gone. This is fun, isn't it? But anyway. Okay, so these are all pictures before surgery.